You know I'm too generous. Now I've learned to never help you out. 'Cause I'm done cleaning up your mess. Found myself in my regrets. I've become a little stronger now. 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 You cashed in on my promises. You know I'm too generous. Now I've learned to never help you out. 'Cause I'm done cleaning up your mess. Found myself in my regrets. I've become a little stronger now. A little stronger now. Casting on my promises. You know I'm too generous. Now I've learned to never help you out. 'Cause I'm done cleaning up your mess. Found myself in my regrets. I've become a little stronger now. A little stronger now.
Open eye, feel the waves cut through me. Hypnotized by the sounds I'm breathing in. Hold tight, chemicals collide. Hold tight, hold tight, hold tight. Dripping lights paint the skies, all because of you. Dripping lights paint the skies, only you can make me move. Can make me move. Can make me can make
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways. And on we'll go. come crashing down. All around this empty town, I'm searching for the lost and found. But you don't care, you're unaware. Keep moving like the scars aren't even there. It's in the air, like a blazing flare. Don't stare, cause the flames will burn us. I thought you were the one for me. That's why I gave you everything. Held you close by the stormy seas. Oh, you meant the world to me. I used to kiss your head when you cried for me. Hold your hand while the pain was over. Keep you warm by the roaring sea. Oh, you meant the world to me. Oh, you meant the world to me. Oh, you meant the world to me. My darling dear, you're never here. When I'm in pain, you hide and disappear. Like shadows in the atmosphere, charting the stratosphere. Yeah. I prayed for you and kept you near, in hopes you'd chase away my fears. I'm on my own, you made it so, and now I'm chasing nightmares too. I used to run with you through the great big leaves, laugh at you when you laugh at me. Hope for us because I believe the home was just you and me. I thought you were the one for me. That's why I gave you everything. Held you close by the stormy seas. Oh, you meant the world to me. Oh, you meant the world to me. Oh, you meant the world to me.
Do you remember how you held me then? Now you got me reaching out. And do you see you got me falling in more times than I can get out. Down in the deep of my mind, I call for you and you're always inside. Down in the deep of my mind, how long do I got to keep you, to keep you? Down in the deep of my mind, I call for you and you're always inside. Down in the deep of my mind, trying so hard not to keep you, to keep you. How long do I got to keep you, to
intro.
Wait. Oh, let's do a redo here.
Dude, there's no way we're redoing the intro. It's gone.
Well, I had it muted. I mean,
the intro is gone.
So we screwed the stream. There was no audio there. Your webcam was non-existent.
Okay, Rogan. Okay, Rogan.
Give me. Come on, ready?
No,
Oh, shoot.
Should we stop the pod? The podcast listener is just getting wrecked right now.
Yeah.
So should we stop and redo the pod?
Maybe for their sake.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're gonna do a live reset here.
Okay. Whoa, a little action here.
I paused. Okay, I'm deleting my audio file right now.
Okay, I'm deleting it too.
Okay, ready?
Wait, hold on. I can't. I'm
oh my gosh.
Not very intelligent.
Dude, you are just the most pathetic thing that has crossed this earth.
Well, yep. I'm here for you. All right.
Okay, ready?
Wait, are we recording?
We're gonna record on 3 like we usually do. Don't get shy in front of Lingo and the boys.
Well, they're watching us.
I know. It's a little. I mean, they want us to redo it.
I can see their lip bite already. It's looking at me. Okay.
Okay, are you ready?
Yep.
Okay, starting in 3, 2, 1.
Record.
Go. Welcome back, boys and girls. You have stumbled across episode number 17 of the biggest, the greatest, the most monumental, number 1 up-and-coming Valorant podcast on the internet. And we are privileged to be providing episode 17 this evening. I am, of course, Colder Fair, aka Astro. You know me. Who you don't know, nor would you like to know, is my good friend Rogan Prescott.
Well, hello guys. Dude. Yep. Coulter, you're really hitting it there.
Well, yeah, no one gives a rip.
Yeah, you carry the podcast. I'm the peasant rat who just doesn't do really anything.
We know. We
don't have to talk about it. Yeah. It's good to be back for the 17th episode. I hope all of you guys have had a great evening and day and a wonderful week of playing Valorant. Do you have any announcements, man?
Well, dude.
What? Talk to me.
Guys, we discuss the notes and we write notes down, right? And then
wait, hold on.
Rogan gets on the podcast and he just starts firing away, dude. He just starts ripping. He just starts scrolling across his screen and just picks a random topic and just goes.
Well, I'm tapping heads.
We have an order to things, dude. Right? We have an order to the biggest number 1 up and coming Valorant podcast. You can't just skip the hot drink section, dude.
Well, okay, the hot drink section usually goes after the announcements.
No, I don't know if that's true, dude. Well, I think you're lost.
I might be lost.
I think you're lost.
Is this an episode 15 recap?
Guys, we are ashamed of episode 15. We realized that something was lacking, and we contribute some of that to the just the sheer amount of unpreparedness or lack of preparation is the term. But we're feeling a little bit of that pressure tonight.
We are. Get out of here, man.
We're hot launching with not the greatest base, but I feel like we're gonna pull through here because I'm feeling a little spicy this evening. So I think we're fine. But speaking of spice, do you have a hot drink this evening, dude, or what? What are you looking at?
I know the spice that you're holding on that table right there. I have a little quad shotter here with some silk cream. The non-dairy stuff. It's tasting real nice. Yep. We have some Starbucks. I think it's the French roast beans.
Dude, that French roast, it kicks pretty hard, dude.
Well,
I know from experience.
I think, yeah. It kicks in multiple places. extremely hard. Yeah.
Dude, this is a true story. My dad actually, my father, the man I look up to, he actually had to step down from the French roast because it was such a demon. So I don't know how long you've been on the French, but if you're just starting out, I would watch out, dude. I think 4 was maybe a 4-shotter was maybe a little ambitious this evening. How are you feeling so far? I mean, have you sipped it yet? Or
well,
what?
I think it might be a little late for going back. I'm halfway gone, so it's
You're 2 shots in.
Yeah. It might be too late. So there's no stepping down from this one. It's either
good
just
luck there.
full power or nothing.
Yeah. Well, good luck with that.
Yeah. Thanks, man.
The non-dairy is interesting. I mean, not a choice I would choose to run
Well-
the non-dairy, but silk is fine, I guess.
I think with the dairy combined with the French roast and the quad shots would be a little much.
Yeah. Turbulence.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Too much girth.
Yeah. I see you there, dude. And I apologize in advance for your night. It's not gonna be good, dude.
Well,
I obviously have a hot drink tonight, and as I said before, we were looking a little underprepared this evening, so we're having a hot press. We're having a live pressing here on the Flow State Gaming.
Another live press.
The Flow State Gaming Twitch channel get here live 7 p.m. every Tuesday. I am indeed pressing as we speak, which it's obviously a decaf Pike's Place roast. And it feels good. Things are feeling nice in the French press here. Dude, do you know what I just found out? So I've been using this I don't even know if we're allowed to say brand names, Lucerne.
Sponsor.
I've been using this. Yeah, I mean, use promo code FSG for 0% off at checkout, obviously. I've been using this for, I want to say 2 podcasts now. And it's expired by a year. Dude, I'm not kidding. This whole time I thought it said March 22, 2021. It's March 22, 2020.
No.
Yeah, dude.
No.
This sucker has been around for a while, so you guys can, I mean, I'm not joking, dude. I mean, we're going at least half and half on this sucker. So if this isn't a blowout, I don't know what will be.
I mean,
But-
you're wishing me luck, Coulter. I think I should be.
Dude. And I
I should be
think what
hoping you
we're
make it through the week.
what we're both learning from this, dude, is you just have to do what you have to do to get through. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and the chat says it's a guaranteed blowout. We know it's 100%. There's no 1% that's going to save Coulter. It's full commit. There's no turning back. Sometimes you might be able to stop the blowout, but there's no hope for Coulter. When you're going off of a year of expiration, you know that's hitting hard and quick.
Yeah, so just send up some thoughts. Probably right around 11, 12 o'clock. It's going to get a little nasty in the bedroom. But again, dude, and also top this with Rox, my girlfriend. She didn't want me to say her real name. So Kyrie,
22-year-old white male.
22-year-old white female, definitely female. I mean, I assume. I'm hoping so.
What's that? Nice call out, Coulter. She'll enjoy that.
She brought me Chipotle this evening, which really came in clutch, but it is part of the reason that we're a little flustered tonight. A little late because I just slammed that burrito, dude. Dude, my burrito at Chipotle runs me like $17, dude. That's insane. That's a lot of add-ons.
Do you get the extra
So-
extra cheese? Extra
No,
queso?
I get the double meat.
Oh,
I get
well.
the barbacoa and I get the carne asada, obviously. So that smacks me for about $5.
Oh, they're asking what burrito. Could you give us a quick rundown on what you're packing in there?
Lingo. See, that's the thing. They're surprised at this $17 price tag, but let me tell you, we're looking at, it's a standard burrito, right? Obviously running the white rice. They have great rice, dude. That lemon is a nice flavor. So I'm running the white rice, and then I get the black beans. I'm not big into the pinto beans, so I run black beans there. And then I get a full serving of barbacoa, and then I get a full serving of carne asada. Right? You can do a half and half, which is fine, but if you get a full portion of both, you're really gonna hit a home run here. And then I pretty much get everything else, man. I get the veggies, I get extra corn. They have that corn salsa. I get double that. I get the cheese, obviously. I tell them to slam that smacker with sour cream and guac. So like every bite, I mean, dude, stuff is just gushing out. It's very rare that they don't use a double tortilla.
Well, you're getting that free double tortilla, which is nice.
Well, exactly. You're catching them on the backside of that double tortilla.
You know
So
they
it's
aren't packing that with one.
No. They can't. Dude, the other day, Rogan, I don't think I told you this. They went through 4 tortillas trying to wrap that sucker, dude. trying to fit it into one tortilla, dude. It was just blowout after blowout, and then he yells in the back and he says he needs the sharpshooter. and yeah, I know. Hey,
brutal.
The stream is lagging, by the way. Just heads up on that. But yeah, so that is my Chipotle order. Again, Flow State Gaming at checkout, 10% off. That's fake news, obviously. But yeah, dude, that's sorry, that's my hot drink for tonight is obviously the Decaf Pike's Place roast. So Rogan is undergoing some Twitch issues.
I think we're good now.
The main topic for this evening is we're going to run through the updates, and we're going to run through some RAZE. So exciting stuff. A lot of updates, actually, and they came out with these really recently. So, I mean, kind of exciting stuff. They changed a lot. Rogan, the stream looks good, huh?
Yep. Yeah, we're doing good.
Do you have, I'll let you run some announcements first. What are your announcements this week? Have you had a good week?
Yeah, I've had a great week. A lot of Valorant has been played. I'm holding Diamond 1 right now. I'm excited for this next act. I plan on going hard. I'm excited for the new agent. It's going to be very exciting. One thing I've been running into playing Valorant is that I usually always play Omen all the time, but with the Brim buff, a lot of people play Brim now, and he has 3 smokes. So when you have 5 smokes, it's sometimes not worth it. So instead of playing Omen, I've realized that I am more beneficial to my team playing Sage or someone else that can provide different utility, or even just a Sentinel. Because a lot of people don't like playing Sentinels, and if you have 3 duelists and 1 smoke, sometimes you do need another Sentinel or something. You need to switch it up a little bit. So I've been working on just playing with my team. I've gotten to the point where I've just gotten absolutely obliterated by a 5 stack. You can tell they're just all playing together. They have supreme communication, and there's nothing really you can do because I've been solo queuing.
Yeah,
it's hard finding people to play with, man. I have really struggled with that. I've really tried to find some people. It's extremely hard finding people in your elo that you enjoy playing with, because there's a lot of people that just aren't really fun to play with,
Dude, it's far and few between, brother. Yeah.
It's you have someone that's really good, but either they're just a jet dasher, or they just don't talk, So it is hard that way. I've just been kind of struggling with a solo queue. It's another thing I've been dealing with is that the amount of times people peek alone. I've noticed this quite a bit, is where just people are by themselves, and then they just swing a corner. They're like a sentinel, and they swing a corner without telling their teammates at all, and they're alone, and then they just get picked off by 2 people. You always want to get a trade, man. It's like, if it's a 4v5 right off the bat, then it's pretty hard to win that round, especially if everyone's pretty much similar in skill.
Yeah.
So like, just communicate with your team if you're going to peek it. Like, have someone just go with you, because you can usually get a trade if it's a 2v1. Usually just like trade with people. That's like one thing that I've been noticing and dealing with. Not like too many other announcements, man. Just like going hard into Valorant. Kind of excited, man. I'm excited for more agents, more new maps. How about you?
Yeah, dude, I had a good week. I'm excited for that new agent as well, dude. I don't know. I have some increased vigor to play. No, I've had a great week. I got to play quite a bit, like you did as well. I played a lot of unrated. I did get into gold 3, obviously. Like, if I play any type of ranked, I'm obviously dominating, right?
Yeah.
Because I don't know. I kind of meant that as a joke, but like, I don't know, dude. I think like a high gold and low platinum is probably where I belong. I don't know, dude. I was telling you about this earlier. It's hard for me to really take the ranks in Valorant very seriously, even after all the changes that they've made.
Yeah.
I played a match this week, guys. I'm a gold 3, right? And I played a match this week where we had a diamond on my team. So I'm not really sure how that works. Did they change something, Rogan? I thought it was like 3 brackets, but that's obviously false.
Wait, what do you mean? For 3 brackets?
Yeah, like I'm gold 3, so the maximum I should be able to play with is a plat 3, but there was gold or there was diamonds in my game.
That's like to queue with. So like, I think it can spread out a little more from that, because like, you can have
like
a platinum 1 queue with a diamond, and then you can queue with platinum. I'm not sure exactly how that works though. Like how,
Well,
like, because you would think that they would just prevent you from like queuing in with any 4 stacks,
Yeah. And I mean, this is going back to the issue of like your hidden rank.
Yeah.
And I realize that it's just like there's a huge gap between gold 3 and diamond. Like, at least there should be. But so I jump into this match. I see that we have a diamond on our team. I'm like, okay, that's interesting, And then when we jump in the game, you know how you can see everyone's act ranks?
Yeah.
Dude, there was like 4 players in the lobby that had like a diamond 2 or a diamond 3 act rank last season. And I don't know, like, it's just interesting that I was getting matched with them. I felt like being in gold 3, like I was the only gold in the lobby. Everyone else was like plat 2s or plat 3s. And then we had these diamonds.
Yeah.
And I smoked them, dude. I went absolutely ham sandwich. So I'm not sure what that's about. I just feel like there's still work that needs to be done as far as the ranked goes. Like, it'd be cool if we could get to a point where like your rank emblem like meant something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you don't want to jump into a match as a diamond 1 and get absolutely smacked by a gold 3.
Yeah,
like,
it's just like demoralizing. You don't want to feel like that.
It's just not a good, and it's not a good look for the game, because then the gold player like myself or whoever it is kind of like, okay, what the heck, right?
Yeah.
It's like I jump in a game with Eric last week. He's like plat 3. I just mopped the floor with him, dude. I mean, he's not even in the conversation of being on my level, and yet there he is, plat 3, right? So I don't know. That's all I have to say about that. But yeah, I'm gold 3 now. I think I'm on my demotion game, so hopefully I can pull through. I ran the stream on Friday as promised, but I did get absolutely hammered on by really high ping issues. So if there was too bad, I just wish I knew someone that was like in IT, right? I wish I knew someone that actually had an IT job for a living. Do you know anyone like that, Rogan?
Well, I mean, myself, but you never contact me.
Well, I did contact you. I told you I was lagging.
Well, and I tried to help you,
answer.
but you don't know how to open up, a simple program.
Well, exactly. Where's my IT guy? Like, dude, all I do is shred, right? I don't have time for 200 ping, and I just shred. The frames seem to be okay, so at least I know my computer can handle it. I was sitting at like 160 frames. I know your computer's a lot better than mine, but while I was streaming, it was like around 160 or so.
I think we'll take a look at that.
Sorry that I was a little bit late, by the way. I think I started my stream like an hour and a half late or something. I was running a small side welding job, which of course, whatever pays takes priority, right? So as soon as we can receive donations, gifted subs, all that kind of stuff, I expect some rewards out of you.
Well, I think we're doing like a goal, like $5. Coulter quits his job. $10, he sells his house.
Well, I don't have a house to sell, but
well, I mean, life insurance or something.
I am a proud Dogecoin owner, so maybe I could let some of that go, but that's unlikely.
Oh.
Me and Rogan have been smacked financially this week. That's a whole nother topic, but we just feel for you guys that are also in the market because it's been a little disgusting.
Yeah, we can all connect on post stream.
Yeah, post stream we'll all get together.
Do a little emotional.
We'll cry. We'll cry over the losses. So guys, on the topic of RAZE though, I was playing a lot of RAZE this week, kind of trying to get in the mode, trying to get in the mood. And while I was doing that, I stumbled across Yoru. And how this happened was someone insta-locked RAZE, and I decided to try out Yoru, and I fell in love.
Oh my gosh.
It was weird, dude. It was like, when you choose an agent and they come on your screen?
Yeah.
It's like Yoru looked at me, and I looked at Yoru. And something was brewing there, dude. I can't put my finger on it, but there was a spark there. And so I have been playing Yoru. Dude, I put in 10 hours of Yoru in like 2 days.
Wow.
So that's kind of interesting. Anyways, that's pretty much what happened with me. We did. What do we got going on in our community feedback section?
A little love life going there, Coulter.
Mm-hmm.
Community feedback. Were you going to cover this one or?
Sure, dude. I don't mind covering it.
Well, you can take over. I think we talked about this in the notes.
Well, let me get ready for this. Starting off, we got no more Apple reviews. So whatever you guys are doing, change it, make it better, do something else other than not review. Right?
Oh.
We were literally asking for 1 stars last week, and we didn't even get one of those. So that kind of shows you where we're at. This kind of slips into community feedback, guys. There's this this demon that I'm avoiding right now, so I'm stalling before I have to get into our Instagram section because I don't want to face that battle. But this kind of ties in. Rogan actually got an email today. Rogan, tell him about the email, dude.
Yeah. So I was working today. I checked the email, the Flow State Gaming at Outlook.com email. Business inquiries there.
Yeah. Any kind of advertising you want to do?
Yeah. Yep. just let us know. Well, we can share that to our 4 viewers.
Yeah.
So
exactly.
Yeah, and okay, so I got this email from Carlos. Hello, how's it going? Hope all is well. I have some cool information that might interest you. Your podcast, Flow State Gaming, has good performance on Apple Podcast ranking last 30 days. Position 110 in the category video games in Canada. That's huge. Yeah, that's big, man.
That's huge. Dude.
110. I mean, it's not like insane, but it's really cool, you know? It's like, wow.
Honestly, dude. Yeah, creeping up to that top 100 mark is absolutely insane.
It's for Canada, but still.
Yeah, we want to thank
all
Canadian
Canadians.
listeners. We want to. I'm actually was born in Canada, so for those of you listening, this might be what you're feeling right now, right? Because in an alternate universe, I could probably see myself walking down the streets of Langley, walking down the streets of Vancouver, right? I look to my left, boom, there's a Timmy's. I grab a double. Dude, see, I know the lingo, eh? I know the lingo, dude. So I think that's probably why these boys are just attracted to the pod.
They can feel you.
They can feel me. Not only can they feel me, but they can feel me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, moving on. Moving on to the part that we didn't want to get into, but we're going to, is the Instagram communication. So as we've said in the past, Instagram is probably the best place to speak with us. Outside of the Twitch stream, obviously, we see everything you say in there, but we really have an easy time viewing, replying, etc. on Instagram. So we got an Instagram post. When was this? Was this yesterday, dude? This was fairly recent.
This was yesterday. Yep.
Let me get my phone here. It was. We appreciate every message. Okay. And so I want to make that vibrantly clear before I get into this. Now, I think that this viewer has an interesting name. And I think for the sake of respect for this gentleman, it is a male. Uncertain on the nationality, but he's got a nice look going on. Black hair, nice olive brown skin, looking very striking in his profile pic here on Instagram. Living in the Bay Area. I don't know if this man wants this information out or not. I'm just kind of taking that liberty. His name is Phi Hung.
I'm sorry.
Why would you laugh?
No, you're good. It's just.
What the heck, dude?
Okay,
how disrespectful can you be?
I know it's not. It's not his name. It's what we talked about.
This gentleman says, "Hi, I love the podcast, and it helped me rank up from silver 1 to gold 2. Let's go, dude."
That's what we like right there.
That's huge, brother. Thank you for the kind words, dude. And you have to realize, Fiyoung, there's no way that we're disrespecting you at all. It was a totally unrelated thing that Rogan said that was kind of funny, and it was just related to the moment that we were talking about this. So I don't want to lose you. We love that you messaged us, and I don't want anyone to ever feel ashamed, no matter what the situation is.
Yeah.
To shoot us a message, right? Because we appreciate you guys way more than you think. Also, dude, what I found out doing a little digging into this man, because I went full on savage. No, he has he's a streamer. He's a streamer.
Oh.
So I said to myself, why not give him a little shout out here? So his Twitch username is twitch.tv/Fisage. That's PHISAGE. Sorry. PHISAGE. Fisage. And go check him out, dude. I don't know if he's playing Valorant. I don't know what he's playing. I don't care. He's out there and he's doing it. So Fiyoung, we appreciate you, brother. And if anyone else has anything else to say, again, don't hesitate. Rogan likes to laugh at anyone he sees.
Coulter,
so,
why do you say this?
Rogan, it's the truth, right?
No, it's not. No.
Guys, I'll go to the corner store with him or something. He sees anybody and he's just laughing it up, dude. He's laughing it up.
Heck?
So before you think that Rogan is a good person, think again, because this man is a savage. And he will not hesitate to cut you down both verbally and with his eyes. So just keep that in mind. Moving on, dude. We kind of already hinted on the new agent. Do you have anything else to add, or is there anything to say about this?
Not too much on the agent. I'm just excited, man. we found out some tiny leaks. He's gonna be from Ghana, Africa. Gonna be controller, we know that, and for the Galaxy Brain players, for people who want lineups like Sova necessarily. So I'm excited. I don't really know what to take of him. I think we're gonna find out a lot more leaks probably next week. Obviously, we'll be talking about him. I'm just excited for it, man. I am also I'm not a rude person. And
he's trying to crawl back.
And I can't say anything because Coulter is the carrier, and there's no way of getting this back. So I think you guys might not see me again on this podcast.
Guys, I was totally kidding.
I'm just joking.
Person.
Yeah, well, yeah.
I mean,
know about that.
Maybe that's a little far. Maybe.
Yeah, I can even say that. Yeah. So I'm excited, man. I don't really have much to add. I'm ready. I'm ready.
Yeah, it's gonna be a controller, which is gonna be cool. But we already kind of went over that. I'm kind of excited for another controller. They need one. But again, we talked about that. Guys, we had some. Okay, we're gonna start kind of slicing into this a little bit, right? We're gonna start. I don't even know. We're gonna start cutting into this pie, right? We have a nice, gentle berry pie here, and we're gonna start going into it a little bit. So, this is our main topic. Number 1, we're gonna go through updates from Rogan. So this is patch 2.03, and what are we looking at here, dude?
Patch 2.03, kind of some like changes all around, man. Changes to some guns, changes to some agents. The first change that we're seeing here is a big nerf to Reina and kind of a little buff here. I'm just going to go through it real quick. So her charges, she used to have 4 charges. Now it's reduced to 2. And then her assist. So if she gets an assist on somebody, she doesn't have to kill them. She'll still have that orb pop up and the ability to take a dismiss or devour. So she'll have that ability to, even if she gets an assist. And then the dismiss, it's increased from 100 to 200. So it's pretty much going to cost the exact same amount of getting a full 4 orbs, but you're only getting 1 now. Or 2, I mean. So it's kind of halved that, which is pretty big. I was seeing like every Reina, whoever like always getting a kill, they just always dismiss no matter what. I think like there's a point where it was a little excessive. Like, you know, like a Reina has that potential to like 1v4 with, you know, just going full savage. I don't know how I feel about this nerf yet, because it seems kind of brutal having only 2 charges, but I think with those assists, it kind of makes her maybe a little bit more consistent. So like, even if she just like gets an assist, like she knows that she's going to be able to get that heal off. I think it's a good change. I kind of was hoping to see maybe a buff to like the flashes, maybe, or even like maybe a buff in another area. I would say. I think her flashes are a little bit like they never really like fully go out and actually flash because people are just shooting it right away. It does distract that person and like makes them aim in a different place, but they just seem like a weird mechanic in the game to me. Cause like, I mean, when I'm playing, just like they just die, the flashes die instantly. Right. But I did play a little bit of Reina, and it was kind of nice getting those like devours and dismisses. Even like not getting that kill and just like tapping him a little bit. So it did feel a little bit more consistent. It felt like playing with the team was a little bit like more beneficial too, instead of just swinging by yourself, you know, because like people like you want to swing together now, because Reina and Jet, they're kind of like their own players. They don't really do much for the team. Her flashes do stuff, like she can push in, but not as much as like a player like RAZE. Right. I think like a nerf was definitely the place to go. We'll just have to see. What do you think about it?
Yeah, dude. I mean, I think you did a really good job at like, or I have similar thoughts as you do about Reina. I think, like in low elo and in like competitive games, like, yeah, you would see a lot of those 1v4s. People would just go off on their own and just absolutely wreck people, right? They're always at full health, like in save rounds and on pistol rounds. She was absolutely disgusting. You always just know that you're going into a full shield Reina, like every time, if she's getting kills. So I think, and it kind of says that they're trying to rein in some of that pub stomp potential, like where she's not just decimating the entire lobby. If she's just better than everyone, Reina's insanely hard to control. Where in coordinated play, her value was actually a lot less because, like pro teams and whatnot, they don't need just a Reina to go absolutely ham sandwich on everybody. They're all doing good. So this makes her, again, like you said, a little more balanced, a little more consistent in like coordinated play. That's what it says in here. So I think that makes sense. Like I can see where that would make sense. And I think that this is probably going to be a good change, like for the long haul. I think Reinas right now are going to feel this, no doubt about it, right? Like there's going to be some insane aimers out there that don't care about the ability to use her devour or dismiss on an assist. They just want to have as many as possible, right? And those are the players that are going to get hit the hardest. But I think overall, dude, this is a really good change.
Yeah, for sure.
Yoru got some changes. Or do you have anything else on Reina?
Yeah, I think we all covered it.
Yoru got some changes. And they mentioned this in that last little update that they gave. Just reading straight from the page here, it says, while we investigate future changes to Yoru that target his power and ability to achieve his core promise, we wanted to make a few changes that we felt would improve his use today. So they're just trying to push these little band-aid changes out to make him a little more viable, because he's just not getting the playtime in ranked or pro play at all. None of the pro teams are using him like whatsoever, really. So that's not a good sign. I kind of wanted to mention this, guys. I know that we don't talk about the pro scene very much. But like a lot of these changes are based on what's happening in the esports scene. So I think it's like, I don't know, I stay pretty in tune with like what's going on with esports just because I have a lot of time to listen to podcasts and I listen to all of them. But like the Reina to me is a really great example. Like I think like in my level, Rogan, I don't know how you feel about this. Like in gold, Reina is fine. Like she doesn't need any changes.
Yeah.
Because she's not a problem. And I think the same is with the Frenzy and the Stinger. Those got changes this patch too. Dude, they're not a problem in gold.
Yeah.
They're not a problem at all. These are problems at the top and then they trickle down. Like you guys have probably been seeing a lot more Frenzies in your games than you were like 2 weeks ago. I know I have been. Dude, how long was it, Rogan, that we never saw Frenzy?
It's been like 3 months. I mean, like right? I never even like thought of using it.
We never even thought of using it. And then these pro teams do it and it trickles all the way down to your iron games eventually, right? So that's why we're seeing some of these changes. Like Yoru might be fine. Like, dude, I was playing Yoru when I was playing with, Kyrie and your girlfriend, like more in that bronze elo, and I was destroying. Like Yoru is fine. Yoru is fine at a low elo. They're always going to cater to the pro scene. So, and that's when we're going to see these changes. And these
especially with this game, I think.
Well, dude, I kind of had this analogy running through my head all day. I wasn't going to mention it, but I will. It's like Valorant as a game is like the vehicle, right? And the devs and the Riot team, they're in the driver's seat, and then we're all passengers, right? We're all in the car. The dev team is driving, and the road is esports. Like they have chosen to go down this road of esports. That's their goal. They've announced that already. And so, yeah, they're going to make little pit stops here and there, add a little casual game mode for, people to take a little potty break. but like their end goal is esports, and that'll always be the case for them.
Yep.
So
Very true.
I don't know. I just wanted to throw that out there because like I know for myself, I'm like, even still, dude, I never see the frenzy in game. Like barely ever. Like I do now, but it's not an issue.
Yeah.
It's an issue in pro play because the games are boring to watch because everyone has a frenzy and, you know, a half shield and they're just 5-manning into sight, just crashing through and no one can stop them. So it makes for like boring gameplay, which is a reason that they're doing this. But I got far away from Yoru. They basically made his abilities a little more easier for the Yoru player to know when the enemy is going to hear them when they're teleporting. So Gate Crash is E. It displays the range at which the tether can be seen by enemies while moving on the minimap. So you're going to get a little indication on your minimap of how far away, because that was the huge problem is people just always knew where you were teleporting and you had no idea when that was actually going to be the case. And that's the only change that they made to Gate Crash. And then the Dimensional Drift, his ultimate, Yoru's minimap is now visible. So you guys probably know people were like in his ultimate running around corners. And if there was an enemy there, they were just pinging and then communicating through voice. Hey, there's a RAZE right here. But now everyone can see what Yoru sees on the minimap. So that's huge. Enemies within Yoru's vision range while in Dimensional Drift are now revealed to ally minimaps. So that's what that is. And then Dimensional Drift can no longer body block enemies. So we all seen that clip of the Yoru trapping like a breach in Hookah, and then an ally Brimstone just ulted him and killed him because he couldn't move. So I don't know. I kind of thought that was like a creative way to use the ultimate. I can't imagine that being a problem. But obviously it was. So I bet
it was just like seen like one time in like pro play or something, and then they just like saw it as a mechanic they didn't like. I kind of thought it was cool too. Just kind of like doing those little like neat things instead of just straight like gunplay. But
I thought so. But dude, like, and again, like, see, to me, dude, like that's not an issue. Like there's just no realm that I would ever make that change, but they're doing it so that doesn't happen in a pro tournament when there's 300,000 people watching.
Yeah.
Like that's the only reason they're doing this stuff. So it's like, I think it's just important for me to keep that in mind sometimes, because sometimes I lose track. I'm like, man, why are they nerfing this person? Why are they buffing that person? Like, you know, it doesn't always make sense to me, but I'm not playing on a level that is going to abuse every single angle of every agent, right?
Yeah.
And then it looks like Brimstone and Phoenix, like their mollies got a little audio change. I don't really know what that's saying. Do you have any thoughts on this?
Yeah, it was just kind of like easier to hear, like as sounds like occur nearby. Sometimes like the sounds that you can like kind of mask other different things with it. So like having that, just being able to tell what's going on is really important. Just being able to know when someone's ulting, when RAZE is ulting, because like if that audio does get masked, it's really like really hard to know what's going on.
Dude, I get it. Yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
It's like audio is huge in this game. Like even like the slightest footsteps, it's gonna tell you and give you information. So being able to know what's going on is really important, and they're just trying to make it easier to understand what the agents are doing. Moving on to weapon updates, that covers it for agents. I think you kind of finished the rest of the updates. Weapon updates. So we have the Marshal, which you should probably cover, and then I'll cover Stinger and Frenzy. So for the Stinger, they did a big nerf on the Stinger for the full auto mode and the burst fire. So like if you zoom in, that's like your burst fire. With the Stinger full auto, this is just a normal gun. Price increase from 1,000 credits to 1,100 credits. So 100 more credits, and then full auto fire rate reduced from 18 to 16. So the fire rate's reduced pretty significant. Full auto fire now reaches a max spread at bullet 4 instead of bullet 6. And then
that is huge.
Yeah. Yep. And then adjusted vertical recoil curve for full auto recoil climbs more aggressively past the third bullet. So you're just going to see a way more spread out recoil pattern. It's going to be a lot harder to predict. It's pretty. I've even noticed it. I've used the Stinger also like after this patch just to see how it is. And like if they're like past like 20 meters, it's pretty hard to land like and spray those shots. And then for the burst fire mode, adjust the vertical recoil to be more aggressive after the first burst. Added more error on bursts after the first one. And then improved recovery time on burst mode from 0.45 to 0.4. So this, I think, pretty much just like for the burst fire, it was just like spraying the burst fire. So it's going to be used more for like, for that 20 meter range. I think we're going to see like the burst fire being used a little bit more if people still use a Stinger. And then the full auto is just going to be close up, like running through smoke and just spraying.
Yeah.
It was a little overpowered, man. I think like I used the Stinger more than the Spectre. I know you didn't, but it was pretty savage on what you could do with that. It was almost like an instant kill if you landed those shots.
Yeah. And you could be running while you were doing it.
And pretty far away too, man. Like you could actually have some range.
I've seen some of those clips that you got that, it was too much. I agree with you.
You could just like, it was almost like hold down the first 5 bullets and they were like pretty on top of it. Yeah. So that recoil is going to be a lot harder to predict. And then for the Frenzy, just the price increase from 400 to 500. This is actually pretty big. You can't get any shields, any light shields with the Frenzy. And that's what we were seeing in like pro play. Even like I experienced like the full Frenzy push, the majority of like second rounds, you always see like the Frenzy with light shields. That's not going to happen anymore. You have to like lose those shields or just stick with the classic and go half shields. Like you said, like I think the Frenzy was pretty insane. The headshot damage that it pulls out is quite filthy. You can 2-tap somebody and it shoots pretty quick. So just like, I think it's like those second round, the pistol rounds. We're just not going to see as much of it because you can't pair that with shields. And if we do, then I don't think it'll be as powerful.
Yeah.
And then, you can go talk about the Marshall unless if you want to add to the Stinger.
No, I think that's just crazy. Yeah, I didn't really realize that the Stinger got hit so hard. I knew that I was getting hit like it needed some adjustments, but it did get smacked.
Yeah.
And I mean, I think that price increase is great for the Frenzy. Like, I don't think that the gun really needed to be changed. So I'm glad to see that it was just a price increase to get that first round Frenzy shield out of the way, because that kind of seemed to be like the problem. So
yeah.
As far as the Marshall goes, it says we wanted to sharpen the Marshall's strength as a sniper with a movement speed buff when zoomed. So that's kind of huge. The movement speed when zoomed is now at 90% of unzoomed movement speed. And it was previously at 76%. So that's a pretty big increase. That's like a 14% increase. So you're almost moving at the same speed while you're zoomed in as compared to when you're not, right? The price got decreased from 1,100 to a flat 1,000. And then the zoom magnification was increased from 2.5 to 3.5. So looking a lot more like a operator through the scope. Overall, I mean, I think, I don't know, dude. It kind of felt like the Marshall was only useful in the second round.
Yeah.
I know that that's untrue for, a lot of people. I'm sure a lot of people can find value through the Marshall at any point in the game, but as it kind of felt like a second round weapon. Lingo in the chat, the Marshall is kind of strong now. It is strong. And I mean, I think it always has been with that 101 damage. It just felt like in mid rounds when everyone is fully kitted with shields and whatnot, it kind of felt hard to get through, like get that second shot on somebody. Like I was talking to your brother, actually, Rogan's brother plays with us sometimes, and it was like he got 3 hits on people, so overall he did like 300 damage, right? But like didn't get a single kill, and that's just because it was in the middle of a game. Like he just could never secure that second hit, right? You hit somebody, they're gonna back off, they're gonna heal, so on and so forth. So I think the buffs were good. I think it brings it more in, it's maybe going to be more likely to be picked, which I think variety is just always good.
Yeah.
The mode updates, escalation. I don't know if you want to really say anything about this. We did get some games in. Do you like the mode?
Yeah. It's pretty much like gun game. It was kind of fun, just like for content creators, for just like mess around, play. It's kind of cool that you can like everyone can like have shock dart arrows. Everyone can have the RAZE showstopper. It's pretty cool. Definitely check it out if you guys have the time, because I think it's just limited time.
Yeah, it says to be determined on how long it's going to be live, but they said they'll keep it out and as long as it makes sense. So it says depending on your engagement. So as long as people are playing it, it sounds like they're going to keep it out. It's like a 10-minute game mode. It's super fun. It's fast paced. I liked it too. So we are going into competitive updates, and I think that's where you're going to jump in here.
Yep. So pretty much competitive updates. These are probably the bigger ones of this patch, I would say. AFKing in competitive games. So we're definitely seeing some AFK changes. It's going to be a decrease in rank rating. So it'll result in a penalty of 8 rank rating points. I was kind of hoping it would be higher, in my opinion, but at least we're seeing some sort of penalty. So if you do go AFK, you're going to see a rank decrease. So if you're on a D rank game and you do go AFK, you're demoting. I think it's good to see this. People do need to stop playing competitive and leaving the game. It's pretty rough. So I think it's just cool to see how they are implementing it now. I know that they were talking about it for a long time, and I know they mentioned in patch 2.04, which we'll see soon, they're gonna implement more different tactics for AFKs. And we'll have yet to see what that's gonna look like. Some other simple update: all sprays will now be destroyed on round start. This is a quality of life update. So for people who didn't like their little sprays staying there, or wanted their sprays to be there, that's unfortunate for you. That's it for competitive updates. So that was kind of just like the main thing they did address. Act rank badges will now be based on your highest rank win instead of your 9th best win. That's just pretty much your top. They mentioned this before in a previous update, but your top win game that'll show as your act rank. So I don't have a full 9 games of winning diamond, but I have won some in diamond, and I have an act rank of diamond. So I kind of like this. It's gonna, if you do get to immortal, you don't have to, power through a bunch of games getting those wins. You're gonna, yeah. I mean,
remember when I was platinum, when I was gold 3, guys? It was in episode 1, that last act. Do you remember that, Rogan? I had I had 8 wins in platinum, and I had to work the next morning at 4:30. But me and Rogan were like, dude, we just need to play one more, and then we ended up losing, and it was whatever.
I remember.
But that was brutal. So this is cool. That's cool. I like that.
Yeah, very unfortunate that night it did not turn out the way we wanted it to. You were very close.
It wasn't meant to be.
No,
wasn't.
I think you'll get there soon, man. You deserve it.
Well, I don't know about that. The death sequence got a little improvements. I kind of thought this was funny. They're making that when you die, how it kind of zooms out onto your body. They were having some glitching and jittering in the camera, and it was significantly worse if you had high ping. So that's basically what this change is about. I'm not going to spend any time on it. But they said, we hope that these changes improve the experience and game feel by addressing the smoothness of camera movement and general timing of the sequence. We cannot, however, bring you back to life. That's Jet's job. So the Revive Me Jet has made its way to the Riot team, which is good. They fixed some bugs, a lot of bugs. You guys can go through them. Some of the bigger ones, a lot to do with Yoru. It seemed like he had a lot of bugs, like his decoy the fake footsteps would have they kind of sounded different than Yoru himself, so that's obviously a huge issue and kind of defeats the whole purpose of the ability. So like stuff like that is kind of important, and I felt like we should mention it. Also, Killjoy's lockdown can no longer be placed inside of a Sage barrier orb. Apparently that was happening, and you can no longer put the barrier orb on top of Killjoy's ult. The section of the wall covering the ult will now be destroyed. So that's basically all I'm going to say on that, but there was a lot more bugs in there. So if you were seeing a bug or experiencing one, you can look through these really quick and see if they fixed it or not. That pretty much covers it for the update, dude.
Yeah, 2.03.
2.03.
Big updates next
I don't
week.
know. Kind of like not a lot happened, but some of it was kind of impactful. So
Yeah, we'll see some changes.
Moving into RAZE, huh?
Well, I think we better do this now.
Should we just end the podcast now, dude?
Yeah, and then just call it RAZE, episode 17 RAZE. So people just listen to it for nothing.
Dude, the only reason that they've listened this far was
Yeah.
waiting for us to
They're like,
crack into
when
the
are they
RAZE.
going to start?
Oh, they've been scrubbing the whole way through the patch because they don't really care, and then only to find out that we end it.
Yeah. All right, guys, that's it for this week. I will see you next week.
Bye.
All right. Moving on to RAZE.
Okay,
All right, so abilities. I'll run through
go for
abilities and then you give your first takes.
Yeah.
Really simple. You guys should know this. I'm just going to give you guys damage outtakes and then kind of like the timings on these. So Boombot, damage is 125 damage. Duration is 10 seconds. So it's just going to go for those 10 seconds. It's not like a distance thing. Distance is going to match the time, of course. Health has 100 HP. So not much. It's pretty easy to kill, obviously. We see that quite a bit. And it pretty much just locks onto any enemy it sees, bounces off of walls. So you see so many like lineups with a Boombot being able to hit every single corner, which is really clean on how people do that. Pros have some filthy lineups for that. Boombots, we'll get into the abilities later. So Blast Pack damage is very, very low. It does 15 damage, and this is in a 0.2 meter range. So after that 0.2 meters, it's going to become severely less. So you'll see like 3 damage. It was extreme before. It was like 70 or 50 damage before when you started playing RAZE. And
dude,
that's insane.
I remember the glory days, dude. I literally, I have a story on that, but I want you to finish your thought.
Yeah. So Blast Pack, 15 damage. Duration, 5 seconds. So it's on a timer right when she lays it out. She can also automatically detonate it if she wants. Damage to objects is 600 damage. So this is to like Sage's wall. She can smack it out in 2C4s pretty easily. Take that into account, Iron players. And then Blast Pack is also used in many ways. We've seen the RAZE who uses both satchels beginning round onto site and gets smacked. We've also seen it paired with their ultimate countless of times. We've seen the double satchel. I have been a double satchel RAZE. That's the only reason why I played her for like 3 games and then I stopped.
Oh my gosh.
Because I realized it doesn't work.
That was so bad, dude.
Well, the double satchel mid.
Oh, dude, it was just, I remember it clear as day. We're playing Split, and Rogan just every time he's like, no, guys, like, I'll double satchel this time. I'm going to double satchel in. And he just double satchels and he misses both satchels. He ends up just standing on the ground like 7 feet, like not even close to where he was aiming, and then just get smacked, dude. So I remember that. Yeah.
Dude,
Those
I love
3
it.
games were bad. Yeah.
There's a lot of RAZEs like that though, and we'll go back into it. So okay, I don't know why, but they called her grenade paint shells.
Yeah,
That's just dumb. Come on.
Well, what they've done, dude, is they've tried to make this game like cartoonish enough. Like, I know that the dude, this is actually crazy. The broadcasters, the people that are broadcasting the game, are not allowed to say like bomb or like bomb site or like planting the bomb. That's why they called it a spike.
Probably with CS:GO too, especially.
Well, they were trying to they're just trying to appeal to like the Asian regions like Korea and whatnot. Like they don't. It's interesting, like that culture. They don't like blood and whatnot. So you can how you can turn off the blood. All that is for that reason, which is interesting. So yeah, like paint shells, right? Heaven forbid you call it a grenade.
For our sake, grenade does damage. Is 55 damage, and this is initial explosion, and then her cluster bombs. Significant damage there. It's a great way to clear areas, and it'll also detonate like on a time base, so you can throw it up, and then the clusters will explode in midair and be a wider radius. I mean, and then again, we see her ultimate called Showstopper. Okay, rocket launcher. Let's just call it that. Damage is 150. 150. Yeah. It's got an extreme nerf also. She's actually, dude, RAZE has gotten a lot of nerfs. It's surprising, but she still is a great agent, which is, it's good to see the nerfs.
I mean, she was disgusting out of the gate, dude.
Yeah.
I was in it when she was gnarly.
You hit her in the right spot.
Yeah.
Duration 10 seconds. It's also a ability that you can actually use to stall a plant defuse. I've seen multiple people use it for that. Just like waiting that 10 seconds out. If she hears a defuse, then just you rocket launch that. That does it for abilities. Coulter, what are your first takes on RAZE, man? Give it to me.
So, first and foremost, I really like RAZE. I obviously liked her a lot more before all the nerfs. I've played her a lot. She's my most played agent in ranked. Yeah, and that's even after I switched to Jet. Like I haven't played RAZE in a ranked game in literally like weeks and weeks, and she still holds the most time played in my ranked experience. So I've played RAZE a lot. She's a super straightforward agent. Like everything was super easy for me to pick up, and I think that if you're just getting into the game, but maybe you're like me and you played Call of Duty before this, like she just has like basic utility. And so I think she's really easy to start out with and provide value for your team. Like it's hard to use your abilities incorrectly, like maybe outside of the satchel, like we saw with Rogan, right? But you don't want to clap the cheeks of your allies by throwing your grenade on them. And that's like across any first person shooter ever. So it's like, there's nothing about her that's unique. Like literally there's nothing about her that's like different than you would find like with anyone else outside of the satchel jumps. Right. And those again are pretty self-explanatory as well. So those are my first thoughts. What are your first thoughts on RAZE, dude?
Yeah, man, I also agree. Her utility is very simple, super easy to use, straightforward. It can provide a ton of damage, man. Like even if you're not getting that kill with the grenade, it's gonna damage, it can damage 3 of the enemies and put them down 50 health. So they're technically not at shields. Really big for that. I see this duelist played it's such a great agent to give your team space. And I mean, like, I think we both talked about just clearing corners. I would say like the best agent to clear corners, hands down.
Dude, she's the cubby clearer, like hands down, dude. There's no one that can clear out a cubby more than RAZE.
Yeah. And her grenade, it can literally clear an entire area on site, and it flushes everyone out. It's a great way to give space. I think every single ability helps her with that. It's just to provide space for your team and like kind of just push your team through onto site. Yeah. And also just a great way to get information. Boombot is very effective. You can just throw it down any alley and you'll know if they're there or not.
Yep.
Great way to get that first initial damage also. And those are my first takes. Best maps. We both agreed on Bind. We think RAZE's best map is going to be on Bind.
Bind or Split.
Yeah. Bind or Split. Those are the top 2 maps. I think Bind for the reason is like, just all the cubbies, man. I think that's kind of what it comes down to. And like U-Haul and hookah area are kind of like a great way to get damage, and like kind of like all those little tiny cubby areas.
Dude, any kind of a choke point is where you're going to find the most value out of RAZE. Like anywhere the team is clustered is where you're going to, because like all her abilities just provide like a big splash damage.
Yeah.
So Anywhere that you got enemies close together is where she's going to excel, and we see both of that. We see that situation on Bind and Split. So, and then the reason maybe Bind took our first place was the teleporters. Like she can throw her grenade through the teleporters, her boom bot. Like it can be an insane threat from behind, and like she doesn't put any risk to herself at all. Like you can't do that with any other agent. Yeah. Except maybe like a Sova dart, but I mean it's nothing near to the damage that's coming out from a boom bot and a grenade.
Yeah, for sure. Next topic is how to play RAZE. I'm just gonna go through pretty much like my take on how she's played best. Kind of already mentioned it before. She's a great way to open up areas. So like we talked about Bind on the last episode, one RAZE nade on that back of sight can pretty much flush everyone out. Like if I see the RAZE on the other team, I won't play on site because I know I'll be probably dying or just get killed really fast. And her double satchel, it's very risky. Like I played RAZE and I can't play her because I will literally throw those two satchels out right away. I can't help myself. I will tell myself don't do it, but I'll lay it down and then I go for the double satchel. I'm straight up in the air, don't get any movement forward, and then I'm just taking fall damage and dying.
Yeah. It was a lot more nasty than the viewers think, dude.
Yeah, I'm actually saying it kind of lightly. I can't really explain it, the full amount of grossness that was going on. But for the RAZE players who are really good, it's insane what they can do and how much damage they can use. I've seen so many RAZEs just like absolutely smack on people just with a grenade alone. The grenade also refreshes after 2 kills. So like if you're getting those 2 kills and just throwing another one, it's a great way just to flush someone out of a cubby. And if you hold in that cubby, if you see the grenade close to you, you're dying. It forces you to move. That's a big thing about her, I think. And then so the blast packs, they only do 15 damage, but I've also seen a lot of people get kills with them still. Not obviously not very often, but if you damage somebody 140 like health, just give that call out and that RAZE will know to throw that satchel over or somewhere, and like it's a pretty easy kill at that moment. Yeah. It's kind of it makes you. It's pretty much just like a grenade, Using that in that timer is helpful as well. A big thing, another like tip that I've seen and I've used a little bit is people, they don't use her satchel like always for like damaging or mobility. It's also for like pushing out of corners or an angle. She'll like put it on the wall and then detonate it, and she'll like shoot out of that angle and just get more space. So it's kind of like running at an angle, but a little bit quicker. It pretty much is just an unexpected like push for a peak. I'm sure you guys have seen it. A lot of RAZEs do it. It does it like even like knowing a RAZE, I'm holding a corner, right? It's RAZE, and she does that. It is hard to expect on how far she'll fly out, and she sometimes does get that kill. So using it as that, it makes her a little bit quicker of an agent, and kind of like that pushing potential with like the unexpected peaks.
Yeah.
And if you know someone's in a cubby, man, yeah, like one RAZE nade can just wreck you. Coulter knows way more about RAZE than me. I'll let him take it from here and just see how he plays RAZE, because I'm a double satchel. I don't know how to use a grenade. I don't know.
Yeah.
The satchels is all I do.
Yeah, you're a satcheler for sure, dude.
Well, yeah.
I mean, yeah, I don't know if I'd go as far to say like I know how to play RAZE super well. I've played RAZE a lot. And like I said, it's hard for me to speak on it because it feels like she's super straightforward. I really liked all the tips that you brought out, like using that satchel to peek is really big. And some people don't know about it. So like those are the kind of tips that we want to give. Putting your satchel on the wall to peek is massive because you're coming out at a faster rate than you would be than, just walking it. I mean, most of her value is going to come from like just the grenade and the boom bot, I feel like, I don't know, her kit is really good. If you can use the double satchels for movement, then you're going to be in good shape with RAZE. I feel like if you're a beginner and you really want to play RAZE, that's the first thing that you're going to have to do. You're going to want to go into the range and you're going to want to satchel your way around, like all over the place, right? If you're on flat ground, you're going to use the first satchel to get height, and then you're going to use the second satchel for speed. That's the order that you want to do. And you're most often you're going to be using the satchels with your ultimate. It's rare that you're going to use your ultimate without it. And this is the reason you want your rocket to be hitting near the feet of your enemy. Like, because even if it misses them, like say like you're just sitting on flat ground and so are they, it's easy for them just to like sidestep your rocket, right? It goes right by them. It gives you no value. But it's harder for them to dodge it when it's landing right on their feet. There's not much they can do, especially if they're an agent that can't move, right? Like a jet is going to be able to dash away, so on and so forth. But if they're an agent that's pretty much planted on the ground, they're screwed. So this is where the satchel becomes important. Like I think that you can play RAZE without satcheling your way around corners and whatnot. Like I wasn't just satcheling my way around. Like that's what gets you killed, like we saw with Rogan. But when you're using your ultimate, it is kind of important. If you are going to use the satchels for movement, you'll see a lot of RAZE players, like they get up on a box first. And this is because they're using both of their satchels for distance. They don't need the height because they're already off the ground, right? So like a super popular one, like you on Ascent on A, like this is just to give people a gauge on how far you can go. This is combined with the ultimate, but on Ascent A, you can go from that A long up on that wall. You can jump up there from the bike and then onto the box and so on. You can satchel from there all the way onto A heaven, which is really far. So that kind of gives you an idea of what getting that initial height advantage will do. You can get way more distance this way. And it makes sense once you kind of play around with the satchels. As far as the grenade goes, like I said, it's just like any other first-person shooter. Like Rogan said, hey, there's someone in that cubby, throw a grenade in that cubby. It's game over. They have to make a decision. It reminds me of that breach ability, that like big zone that is like,
yeah,
he can blast through the wall. Like you have to make a move, some sort of decision. And that's exactly what the RAZE grenade does. It lets out 4 grenades in the cluster. And if you throw it high, they will land on the ground before they explode. And then the boom bot, like Rogan said, super good for just getting information. Again, if you're just going to clear that cubby, but you've already used your grenade, throw your boom bot there. Another easy way to get information and do damage. A little tip, you can use the satchel charge underneath your boom bot and it'll give it a boost. Like if you want it to go over a wall. Yeah. I don't know if a lot of players know that, but
I saw somebody use that on Ascent pushing B. Someone did a boom bot and then they satchel charged their boom bot into market on that gap.
Yeah.
And it went in through market, which is kind of cool to see. They have like lineups for them, so different things like that.
Dude, RAZE is you can get super creative with the satchels, and I think that's what made me be drawn to her as well. Like the same reason as you. Like you see those plays where the people get the disgusting double satchel play.
Oh, it's so cool.
It's pretty cool. And dude, she's actually finding a lot of use with the shotguns right now, because it's debatable that she's better than Jet with a shotgun because she actually never puts her gun away when she's satcheling. So like if you jet dash, it takes a second to pull out that shotgun, right? Yep. Whereas with her, she can be literally just like flying through the air shooting, which is an advantage. So she does get some use with the shotties.
I think the vertical and the speed combined is also really good too. Like having that shotgun as you're flying through, like carrying that speed with you.
Yeah.
Because Jet's not, like you said, like Jet can't be going like at full speed with that shotgun. So
she's not going Mach 10, just firing all the way through. Yeah.
This is very off topic actually, but real quick. So, do you know that glitch on Ascent or on Icebox where you can jet dash and you explode yourself in the air?
Yep.
So they fixed that in the bugs in the patch notes, but people have already found another way to do it. Another way to dash and get that height.
Really?
So like for Jet mains, check that out. You can still do it. they say they patched it, but people are finding more ways to do the same thing.
Dude,
It's in the same
rats
spot
will
as
always
well.
find a way.
Yeah, yep.
Okay.
The custom players.
Yeah.
That was just something simple.
One last note, I think that's important for the RAZE players that are listening. The ultimate, it's really weird, dude. As like this week, I played a lot of RAZE, and I felt like they've changed the ultimate a lot. Like they've obviously changed RAZE a ton since release, and we've talked about that. But they've made before, if you use the ult, you could like instantly shoot it.
Yeah.
Now there's a huge time delay of like when you actually press X or whatever your alt hotkey is. From that point of you pressing it to actually being able to fire the rocket is like way longer than you think. So ideally, you're going to want to throw your first satchel down, jump, use it to blast. At that same time, you're busting out your ultimate.
Yeah.
By the time you're done with your second satchel, it's ready to fire. Whereas like before, like you didn't really need to think about it. You would just, when you wanted to shoot your rocket, you just clicked X and you shot it. And she felt way more fluid. But I mean, it was kind of strong, but just be aware that like you can't shoot it right away and it'll wreck you if you like get the timing wrong.
And do it right after that second, or even like before you satchel, because you can ult and you can satchel.
If you're like new, because the reason that you want to do it in between is to give the enemy less time to get out of the way.
Yeah.
So it'd be better if you were already satcheling, but if you feel like maybe you're not gonna be able to pull that off, then I would just rip out the ultimate first and then go through your satchel sequence.
Right when everyone hears that RAZE ultimate, the entire team is booking it.
They're getting out of the way. It's interesting because I would almost go as far as to say like it's the most underwhelming part of her kit. And I know that's contrary to popular belief, but like I literally think her grenade can be more useful in some situations. Like I've been killed busting out the ult and someone just peeks me because they hear the audio cue and like I can't shoot it yet. So like I'm sitting there with this rocket in my hands, not being able to do anything. So I don't know. I mean, her ultimate is actually kind of what has made me come away from RAZE. But dude, when those satchels were doing like 50 damage, I was playing on Haven and I was in A. I was in heaven, dude. And they smoked me. And then they were planting. Dude, I throw a satchel down, detonate, get 2 kills. And then I threw my grenade, get another kill. I hear them plant again, threw a satchel, got the other 2 kills, dude.
Oh my
I just aced them. So like
ace them with just abilities.
Dude, those satchels were just so disgusting. Yeah. She was a lot more fun back in the day.
I can feel some emotions coming from you right now, man.
What's that?
I can feel some emotions coming from you, from your past experience with RAZE.
I don't know, dude. I had so much fun with her, and then she felt a lot less fluid than I remember her being, and it just comes down to like that ultimate delay. And obviously, people have mastered it and whatnot, but I stopped playing her for that reason. I just haven't gotten back, but it felt good to play her this week, dude. I was still putting down some damage, some kills. Yeah,
awesome.
But what's next, dude? I've ran out of notes, right?
Yeah. Just a quick topic is how to counter RAZE. Just pretty much going through like if you're playing against the enemy RAZE and they're like absolutely smacking on you, pretty much just like some things to counter it. How to like when you do hear that ult, don't be fully afraid. Don't give up the entire site because of it. In some situations, yes, run for your life. You want to escape that. You have no hope. How to counter RAZE? So pretty much like if the RAZE, I'm like looking at my team, my enemy team. If I see they have a RAZE, I won't play certain cubbies. I won't play certain areas that she will always nade. A lot of RAZEs, even for you like RAZE mains, you guys will always usually nade the same area right in the start of the round. There's certain people who do this. Some people don't though. It's like a constant ability use on the same areas. Boombot hookah. Boombot hookah, and then raise nade back of B site every round. Every single round.
Yeah.
And if you are playing against that Raze who does that, don't play those areas. Don't play where she's using her abilities. It's not like if you're playing a cubby and she boombots, there's not really any way to get out. If that thing locks onto you, you're smacked. You're really smacked.
Yeah.
You can't do much about it.
No.
So avoid playing in areas where she does play. I think like getting some range on Raze is important. And seeing what she does. Like her ultimate, like Coulter said, it does take a little bit to pull that out. And also, like, I've had many times where I just like tap her when she's in the air with her ultimate.
Yeah.
If like two people just swing on it and they can actually usually get a kill, and Raze, yeah, she might get a kill with that rocket, but you're getting that trade still. So it's a 4v4. And Raze used her ultimate that round. So it's not like at a loss right there. Like, yeah, you did get picked off. You got smacked by the rocket, but like, you know, just like tell yourself that's kind of probably the best decision that you made. Is because you kind of like stopped that from giving them sight. Because if you give them sight, they have the sight with one ultimate and they have the bomb planted. They have the upper hand there. That's kind of hard to come back from. Giving a B side on bind, that's very gnarly. I think like I said, she has so much utility that pushes you back. She pushes you back to your spawn pretty much. So being able to push, kind of not let that happen, try to stick on sight and break her boombot is very important. Also, a lot of Razes, they use her boombot just to distract the enemy. A lot of people, they just shoot the boombot right away. And that's what some Razes expect. So right when she hears her boombot getting wrecked, she'll just peek out of smoke and then get a kill because you're distracted on the boombot. Kind of like a Reina blind. It's sometimes there just to distract. So I would play like an off angle and then break it from there. And I would honestly break it as soon as possible if you feel safe doing it. You don't want her giving information. Like that's kind of the goal, is not to give information out to the other team. Just to be aware of that. That's kind of important. Those are kind of the things that I've played with, like against with Raze. Her grenade sucks. Like playing cubbies, it's not fun. With a good Raze, it's really rough.
She denies you that capability.
Yeah. For sure.
Dude, super good point with the Roomba, the boombot, dude. The great point. Like as a Raze player, I do that a ton. I send it out and I'm instantly swinging because I know that their crosshair is probably out of placement. And so expect that. Like if the bot comes out of a smoke, expect the Raze to be coming out as well. I just wanted to highlight that note. This is really, good advice there. But yeah, as far as playing against her, man, I feel like you've kind of hit it on the head. I mean, she's going to take space from you and you don't really have much of a choice. Like she's going to throw the grenade into hookah and like there's not much you can do about it.
Yeah.
Like, or you know what I mean? Like, she's going to throw that grenade onto backside and you have to move. There's not much of a counter to that. But like you said, if the Raze player on their team is just consistently doing the same thing, just don't be in that area and just communicate to your whole entire team. Hey, the Raze, she always peeks this. She throws her Roomba there. Don't stay in that hookah corner, so on and so forth. I think that's like the best way to counter her. Because a lot of people, including myself, do get into habits, where you kind of just do the same thing every round.
Yeah, very true.
Lingo kind of brings up a good point here that he thinks that Raze is a stronger defensive duelist unless you're just filthy on the satchels. And Raze is insane on defense. It's true. She's very good at defending a site. And then almost better at retaking a site. Dude, she has retake potential like insane, dude. Insane. Yep. Like she's the reason I like to play Raze is because you can totally back away from the site, get out of there, stay safe, and then regather with your team, and all your utility is going to help you retake. Yeah. Like you can throw that grenade in the popular cubbies. Like we've kind of gone over this already, but she's powerful in the retake scenario.
Yeah, and also she is a duelist, but I think out of all the duelists, she does a lot for her team. Like probably one of the duelists that gives a lot, like way more information than Reina or Jet.
You're
So
right,
like
dude.
if you aren't getting those kills, you don't really have to be too like worried about it because you can still benefit the team. Dude, yeah, honestly, her abilities like smack on retake. The boombot out of smokes, I've realized. Like just pushing out of smokes, like it's so nice to like have that potential to like get through that breaking point. Cause I feel like on every retake, there's always like a point that you break onto sight and that you have to break that, you know, because everyone's holding those angles.
You have to break the ice, dude.
Yeah, break the ice. So
And
like
she's really
throwing
good at
that
doing
nade,
that.
yeah, giving your team that room to push through is huge.
Yeah,
man.
I mean, I think that there's a lot that you can say about RAZE. It's just hard because, like we said, she is fairly basic. Like it's not rocket science to realize how to play her. I think you just need to spend more time on her and really realize her limits. Like, okay, how far can I actually satchel here?
Yeah.
Like that information is almost more valuable than, throw your grenade there. Like it's kind of just knowing like, okay, how far can I really throw this grenade and keep that cluster tight? Or how high do I need to throw this grenade to create a shower of damage? Like that kind of stuff, you're just going to have to figure out as you play her. But if you're looking for a duelist that's, like Rogan said, you don't have to just be absolutely dashing in all the time. Like, dude, she does not always need to be the front runner.
No.
Like, as she gets information, she can use her utility accordingly. Like you're pushing onto A split. Okay, you guys realize that there's someone elbow. She can take care of that elbow player almost better than anyone else by forcing them out. And so she doesn't need to be double satcheling in, not having any time to throw her grenade because she got sniped. You know what I mean? So if you guys are looking for an agent that, does huge high damage, big frags, but maybe you don't like just that dashing in nature of, some of the other duelists, then I think RAZE is such a good agent, dude. She's very good.
Yeah, for sure, man.
That's about all I have. Do you have anything else, dude?
I think that's it, man. I think we covered RAZE. Like we both kind of mentioned, we don't play RAZE at that pro level, but we do know like somewhat about RAZE, and she is considered a really good agent, but also an agent that you can learn really easily. She doesn't require that insane aim. So definitely don't be afraid to play her without like feeling embarrassed about not getting kills or something.
I think she has like a really easy like barrier to entry, but then to master her, it's like going to take the time. It's going to take training on the satchels, but like to just break in and start playing RAZE, like you can do that on day one.
Yeah, for sure. I would definitely agree with that.
Yeah. Her skill ceiling is very high though. So like if you want to just stick it on RAZE and like go for the long haul, then, you're going to continue to improve over the course of the year or whatever. So
yeah, and also she's not like technically overpowered, but she's a great agent. So it's not like you're going to be seeing any nerfs soon. So it is like a good agent to invest your time in for sure.
Yeah.
Well, I think that covers it, man.
Think so, dude. I feel pretty good about it.
Yeah. I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. It's been an honor and a pleasure. You guys have been listening to the Flow State Gaming Podcast, episode 17, where we talked about RAZE and all that she does. I am Rogan Prescott, also known as Crixus. Joining me is C Doggy with the famous lip bite that he will do. That's why you need to follow us on stream, on Twitch at flow_state_gaming. Hope you guys have enjoyed. Have a great week and see you next Tuesday. Bye.
Bye. Holy cow, dude.
Oh, shoot. I forgot we were streaming.
What the heck,
I'm so
dude?
sorry. That's awkward. Wow.
Hey guys, sorry that was too long.
Yeah.
It was too long.
Way too long.
And we apologize.
I was just waiting for this moment right now. Okay,
I know.
yeah, okay. So Coulter and I, we talked before the podcast about you two, about AJ and Lingo. Coulter, do you
guys
want
come up
to
a lot?
do you want to talk about this? Something that we need to address?
Do we need to address something?
Well, remember what we talked about? The tension.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
We've been feeling a little something between you two. Maybe. Are you guys doing okay? We just wanted to make sure that you guys were on friendly terms.
We've heard a little fight back.
See, this is what we're saying, dude.
Okay. Well,
We can taste it. We can taste it in the air.
we don't like this.
Oh no, dude. We need you guys to stay together here.
What's up, dude?
Because
Did Lingo take your girl, AJ? What's going on?
it's kind of it's kind of funny. We actually like look forward to this part of the podcast. It's cool that you guys are here.
Yeah, it always surprises me.
I know.
I mean, you guys are here for
Surprises me as
Coulter.
well.
I know that, but
That's not untrue. They're obviously here for our dinky, but it's pretty cool to have you guys here, man.
yeah.
It's pretty awesome.
I was
We
joking
appreciate
about the girlfriend. Just know that.
Dude, okay, now that it's just Lingo and AJ in here, since they're pretty much part of the podcast, like, dude, they are the podcast patriarchs, dude.
They are the podcast.
Like, they are the podcast. So now that it's just us four in here, I feel really bad that we laughed about Fi Young.
Well,
I know that our intentions were not like negative at all. I just hope that he doesn't like think that we are laughing at him, you know? Did that no, how did that feel? How did that feel on your guys' end? Probably fairly nasty, huh?
shoot.
Like, I mean,
Oh god.
exactly, dude. That's what I'm saying, dude. That's like not good. Well, I mean, we know you're a white male,
Well,
but I mean, I don't think. I mean,
I think
Okay.
it's fine.
okay, good. I'm glad you guys think that because I was slightly worried. I just didn't want it to sound.
Well, we didn't want to get Twitch banned.
Right.
this
And,
early
I mean,
on.
we. Okay. Okay. Great. That's perfect.
Do you? I want to know, like, also since it's just us, do you guys know how we get more views? That's a great question because, like, I don't know. We're not getting many views. I think we need help.
Dude, you did not want us to say his last name. I'll say it for you guys.
No, we can. I don't care. I just did not know how to pronounce it. So it's like
Well, no, it's
either
it's
save our
N-
skin.
It's like Nguyen. 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 Or is that G just silent?
Yeah, Lingo. Definitely a grind, man. Should we?
Really? When? So we're talking. You're telling me that the N, G, and the U are silent, and it's pretty much just YEN. When? Is that what you're saying, AJ? Are you a cultured boy? Can I trust you here? Because that's a little suspicious. But I believe you, of course. So you've dealt with that many times. Very nice.
Yeah, lingo for sure.
Yeah.
It's hard to find time.
Yeah. Time is tough, boys.
And that's what we're at.
I mean, you guys know it, I'm sure. Do you guys both have girls, or are you single, or what? Because that's a big one.
Coulter,
What?
it's fine. My sister doesn't matter, dude.
AJ, I'm glad that you brought that out. I think I mean, I am straight as well. This subject always gets a little awkward just because it is Rogan's sister.
Coulter, you better be straight.
I am as straight as an arrow, dude. I am as straight as they get. Which
Here we go.
dude, it's awkward, dude. So we overcome a lot of hurdles. So you guys are both single, dude. See, that's huge, boys. Like me and Rogan are both dating people. And it's oh no. Dude, you scared me, dude.
Oh, I got a little worried.
Holy cow. Oh, from Vandal to Phantom? Nice, dude.
Whoa.
I've been using the Phantom way more.
Me as
Dude,
well.
I've rotated to the Phantom. I'm gonna probably say 80% of rounds. 8 out of 10 rounds, I'm probably using the Phantom at this point.
I think it
kinda
comes down
huge.
to spraying, man. I feel so comfortable spraying the Phantom. It just feels way
Yeah.
more consistent.
Yep.
It's crazy.
And like I play a lot of duelist. Most of the agents that I play are duelist. And so often I find myself closer than farther. And dude, it's just you cannot get the damage output out of a Vandal like unless you're hitting those shots. Like I don't know, the Phantom just shoots so much faster, and I think that's a big one for me.
I keep on switching too. Keep going through phases, man. It's like the Vandal and the Phantom, Vandal, Phantom. It's kind of weird.
Yeah,
Definitely
but again,
hitting the
you're right.
145 is not fun.
Yeah, exactly.
It's always a sucky
Yep.
feeling.
The Vandal, like I just kind of at this point, I'm like, okay, am I gonna take a long angle? If I am, I'll use the Vandal, but that's pretty much it. What's going on your end, dude? I'm uploading my audio.
I think I'm just waiting for it.
Dude, guys, that year-old creamer might be doing something here. I'm not kidding.
Wait,
I
actually, like what?
Yeah.
What's the percentage are we expecting tonight?
dude, I'm
What
gonna
is the
be
chance
lucky
of
if
you making it out with clean sheets?
Dude, I'm gonna be lucky if I have any sheets in the morning.
Oh my gosh, dude. Okay, that was. Give us the
Dude.
nightly forecast.
Oh my god.
We'll do like a a Wednesday morning recap.
Oh my gosh, dude! I wish I could explain how badly I wish I was joking.
Coulter.
Like, I'm literally predicting.
Oh no,
dude. Dude, going at the rate we're going, I think that dude, 10 a.m. I'm gonna be lucky if I make it till 10 p.m. dude. I'm like a ticking time bomb, like running on like 2 hours maximum, dude. I think 11 o'clock is gonna be a big hour for me. Like, dude, I think it's like curdling or something, dude.
Coulter. Oh man.
Holy cow, dude.
I can see your downfall right now.
Dude. Hey. Accident. What's up, man?
Dude, that's good to hear, man. Did you peek out of the smokes on Heaven? Or did they not smoke it? Did it upload, Coulter?
Dude, it's like almost done. Dude, this was a fat audio file, dude.
I know, it was a lot.
Okay, it's up.
Wow. Yeah, man, the op on Heaven is huge. If they do smoke Heaven, you can also jump down and play that Tetris, those boxes mid, and still look like a short, and that's actually really big. Because they sometimes smoke on top of truck, and then it'll smoke you out. So if you just drop down, it's pretty clean.
Dude, that's the thing. Accident. It's like if they miss the smoke, even on Heaven, dude, if you can squeak out some vision on the sides, it's literally like in your benefit. Yeah. That's what's disgusting. I think that's why Rogan likes to play smoke so much, is because he wants to know like where they're at. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You have so much control. So like if I'm heavy, I can just smoke on top of like middle boxes or like just smoke like showers out. So I know no one's gonna like peek out of showers. I know where they are. It's so big.
Yeah.
Who do you main? Accident.
Oh, nice, man. That's awesome.
Nice, man.
Oh yeah. So you know how important.
Yeah, I remember you were saying that you like playing smokes.
Lingo. I've seen that, dude. That's kind of even some pro players were kind of trying to experiment with that, using the satchel as a little mini dash. And I think there's some value there. You know, yeah, it's not as good as the jet dash, but it's like still pretty viable.
Yeah.
It's better than nothing, right?
Dude, peeking corners with that C4 is pretty big.
Oh yeah, dude. The jets that are not the jets, the RAZEs that are like insane at it.
The thing
like,
is, they need to put it, you can even put it on the wall and then just like aim your gun where you think they are and just wait till it times out even.
Yeah.
You don't have to like detonate it right away. Like get in position and then just pop it.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
We know, dude. The ranking system, we spoke on it a little bit at the beginning. Like I was just kind of I went on a little rant at the beginning of this episode. It's like, I don't know, like the ranks just like are kind of meaningless right now. Like, dude, there's like a platinum 2. I went 6-0 on this plat 2, and I'm like sitting here in gold 3, can't get out. You know what I mean? It's like, I'm not saying I'm a plat 2 player, but obviously, like, and I don't care if they're having a bad game. It's like, that just shouldn't be happening. It's like, I would see this Killjoy, she was platinum 2, and like, I would literally just swing her every time, take the duel and win. Like, she just never got me once, you know? It's like, I don't know. The ranking system seems a little interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lingo. Exactly, dude. I'm team MVP and we lose, or dude, even sometimes match MVP and we lose and I go down like 18 to 25 rank rating. Like, what is that? Like,
I
obviously I'm like the best player in the lobby. Give me a break.
when they did like the rank changes and I was still getting like a negative like 20 points on match MVP, I think that's dumb. If you're getting match MVP, don't lose anything. Like, I'm serious.
Dude, in that scenario, you should gain. Dude, if you get
Yeah.
if you get match MVP and you were on the losing team, something is off, dude.
Yeah.
Like, because not only did you get match MVP, but you were on the team that was getting dominated,
Or
which
even
makes
yeah,
like it even worse.
even if it's like 16 or like on overtime even and you lose still, you still get a fat amount of points are taken off. It's just like, it's pathetic, man.
Yeah, it's interesting, dude. I'm not in love with the ranking system at all. Do you want me to write up a bio for the pod?
Yeah, you can do that.
I have to do everything for Rogan.
Well, pretty much nothing except talk.
Yeah. So guys, honest opinion here in the podcast. Like, do you think we should have cut it just at the patch notes? How are you feeling on this, Rogan? Should have we cut it at the patch notes, or do you think it was fine? RAZE was a little bit of a shorter agent to cover. Like, there's only really so much you can say. Have we done a 1v1? Of course we have, dude. What do you mean? I have to show Rogan how to play the game every day, dude.
Dude, we haven't done that actually, have we?
No, not really. Rogan is a better aimer than me. Rogan has played on a PC since he was 12. I have played on the PC for 8 months. So it's like a difference in, 9+ years.
Yeah.
So,
yep.
So Rogan is a way, way better player than me.
I wouldn't even say that, guys. I honestly think Coulter's an animal at this game. Coulter has great aim. I think it's mainly like your game sense, Coulter. I think it's more just like not like playing enough of like I played CS:GO, and CS:GO works the exact same way as Valorant. Pretty much the exact same way, like the physics and everything. So like, I think just little things like that, but pretty much it's the same.
Well, if you guys enjoyed today's episode, then that makes me feel a little bit better.
I think Coulter and I's goal are kind of like longer podcasts and just going in kind of raw. Like, we don't really do any editing at all.
Dude, we literally, guys, we don't even edit it.
We add music in the beginning and the end, and that's it.
Yeah. We did a lot more editing at the beginning, and then is like we got to this point in like our mindset where it was like, dude, like we're never gonna be perfect. Like we've never done this before. So we just started sending it into the ether, You usually download our podcast, and then when you're flying, you listen to it. Dude, you're a savage. Are you
That's
like
awesome.
a pilot, or are you just hopping on your private jet and as you're laying down on that nice camel leather?
Well, he has a whole setup in his private plane, of course. Playing Valorant.
That's what I'm wondering, if maybe a model is massaging your back as you sip a martini. Dude, he's a hockey player. Let's go.
Wow, that's awesome.
Nice. Cool, dude. Are you a Canadian? We've got a good Canadian audience, it feels like.
Lingo, we do everything for you.
Yeah. Lingo is the oh, he's a Texan.
Ooh.
Nice.
Were you the unfortunate person out of power? Or did you dodge that bullet? Nice. My cousins, they moved down there, and then like a week after they moved, that's when that happened. And they like lost power and everything. Very unfortunate. Yeah, Coulter, I think we should do a little podcast or like episode special, a 1v1.
That'd be fun, dude.
I think you would smack on me, but or I would love to do
no.
like a spectator game on like viewers. Once we get that amount of viewership, you know, the 10 plus.
Then we can get a custom going. That'd be nice. Yeah. Guys, I want you guys to hold me to this. All you guys in the chat. This is kind of nerve-wracking. I don't want you guys to let me play anyone but Yoru. I think I'm fully sending it on Yoru. And so if I'm ever on the pod talking about someone else, you need to slap me down. Guys, something was...
You fell in love, dude. I think that's kind of...
Something happened, dude. Something was just... Dude, something was clicking, dude. Like, it was actually super weird. What makes you hate him? Do you think he just sucks, or do you, like, hate his gameplay?
Coulter, send me that clip. I can show everyone. If you want.
Well, of course. I mean, it's a garbage clip, right? But...
Have some Coulter footage here.
How do I send it to you, dude?
Google Drive.
Mm-hmm.
Holding A.
Stealing sight.
See ya, Accident. Thanks for tuning in. Have a good one.
Okay. See ya, man. Thanks for stopping by, buddy.
Shadows traveling.
Yeah, Lingo. Okay, see, I just shared that with you. That clip. I already had it on Drive. Yeah, dude, that's the thing.
Stealing sight.
It's like, I think in higher elo, he's not as good. And I think that's why we're going to see some changes coming his way. But, I don't know. Like, I was playing, like, I mean, I think I mentioned in the podcast, like, I was playing with lower elo players. And it was, like, crazy how good I was doing. And it kind of, it gave me a little bit of an idea on how I should be playing. So I think that's maybe what happened, because I would always play him and I'd play with Rogan and, you know, in lobbies that were in platinum or whatever, and I was just getting dominated. But dude, I have found some insane success with him.
What was it? What file size was it?
What do you mean?
The
How do I
clip that
tell?
you wanted. Just look on the right side on Google Drive.
The right side?
Well, if you look at your clips, just name off like which timestamp it was.
Oh, it's 2021 0220.
2021 0220.
Yeah. It's the only one that I shared with you.
Oh, you emailed me?
I don't know. No, I just
Yeah,
went
I see
share.
it. I see it. I see
Oh,
it.
okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Lingo, you're so right, dude. Okay. I'm glad that you're bringing this up. I'll look up the Radiant player. So dude, I was using Yoru's teleport in a very modest way. I was using it in a very safe manner. Before, I was always sending it down mid or like sending it into random areas trying to get kills, and that's just not the way for me, I don't think. I've been using his teleport to get like super fast rotates, which has been super cool.
Yeah.
I gotta like refresh the stream here. Like, so what I've been doing, Lingo, is like, okay, say my team, because I love to play like kind of more of a lurky style. I would send, it's like, okay, if my team is going B, I'll go A and then I'll send my teleport down to B. I get a pick on A. At this point, they're pushing into B, and then I just teleport over, and now I'm with them. So now we're running a 5-man push, but they still think that there's a threat on the other side of the map, which has been, dude, it's so huge, actually. And I just never thought of using his teleport like that.
Yeah.
It's like crazy. Did you get the clip, dude?
Yeah, hold on. I think this is
It's a bad clip, dude. It's like, don't even show him.
This is really hard to show. Yeah, it's a terrible clip. His aim's pretty bad. Kind of embarrassing.
It is.
Oh my gosh, Coulter.
What?
Last player standing.
They don't know I'm here. Dude, get absolutely destroyed. Dude, like, am I cracked? Or am I cracked right now?
Well,
Dude?
this Omen TP up ahead is beautiful.
Yeah, it sucked.
Super smart for Omen. Yeah.
Dude,
So
and it's,
dumb.
oh, that sucked so bad.
That was very
I don't know.
unfortunate.
I like got the ace, but it was like, I don't know. It kind of just, it kind of gave me like an insight on like maybe a better way to like play him. You know what I mean? Like it gave me like an insight to like how maybe he should be used. And from there, dude, I've just been rolling with it, dude. So it's been fun, but I'm gonna stick to it, guys. Like I'm committing to it.
This is big.
Yeah. I feel like a lot of Yorus, dude, like they just send the teleport just random areas and just like expect to get kills. Like they just think that they're gonna pop out behind them and get like the 4-man kill, you know? But it's just not always the case. Oh, is this you, Rogan?
Oh yeah. Boys, jumping on the wall is huge.
Holding A.
You're such a rat, dude.
That was
You're
just
such a
one.
rat.
This was just last night. That's all.
Dude, that wall is so insane.
Yeah. The wall's big. The mid wall, like that's Sage does a great job on split. Blocking off mid is huge.
Yeah.
I don't get this, man. We have 6 viewers, and then during the podcast, we have 3.
I don't understand it either, dude.
Get here on time. That's cool.
Get here on time. It's not hard to do, right? It's 7 p.m. every Tuesday. Like it's not like we're coming in at random times. You can get here on time. I don't understand what's going on. It's like every single time this happens.
He's a slave to me. Dude.
That's the same wall that Lingo keeps room, but no. Dude, you guys, it would be so fun to play with you guys.
I know.
That'd be a blast.
You honestly remind me of like playing with Eric. I just like scream at him because he just can't do a single thing right. Coulter and I are just yelling at him.
Dude, I'm honestly down to run some matches. I mean, I know the ping would suck because you guys are across the nation, but probably still be worth it. Dude, I'll run some matches. Here we go.
I think it's going to be the day where we run a match, and then it's just going to be like Coulter and I bottom fragging with like 1 in 11.
Yeah, that's going to be the case probably.
Yeah.
You guys can add me. That's the username.
Also, if you guys want to, here's a Discord for us. Just like the Flow State Gaming Discord. I don't know how to like. I don't do any like moderating or any like Discord stuff, but I mean that's like if you see me in like the audio or like one of the channels, just join. Feel free to say hi or whatever. Coulter and I usually use that.
Yeah. All right, guys. I will make sure. I'm actually going to open Valorant right now.
Oh wow, nice.
Dude, I didn't know Discord is like a whole nother like platform, dude. Like people build like huge communities.
Oh yeah, like
on-
dude, I've like looked at like some of like the features that you can do. It's insane what you can do on
Yeah.
there. I'll have to make you
Crazy.
guys masters of the Discord, even if you guys don't touch it. You guys deserve it. Delete it
Honestly,
if you
dude.
want.
Yeah, Lingo and AJ gonna definitely be here for the long haul. I can
Well,
just taste it.
I've made some roles. I've made you a king, and then everyone else is peasants. That's kind of what I've figured out. That's like the one thing that I know how to do.
Yeah.
I'll make another role for
Exactly.
lordlings. Or we'll have to figure out something.
Dude, I have to like go through my friend list and like take some out.
Yeah, all of the peasants.
I added both of you, so advantage. So she does get some use with the shotties.
I think the vertical, like, and the speed.
for a wall.
Yeah.
I don't know if a lot of players know that, but
I saw somebody use that to on ascent pushing B.
got it from a boom bot and a grenade.
Yeah, for sure.
You know. Got it from a boom bot and a grenade. You know.
Yeah, for sure. Next topic is how to play RAZE. Next topic.
All right, dude.
Next topic is how to. Well,
Does that pretty much
think
pretty much
that's it.
settle it?
yeah, that settles it.
Again, guys, we appreciate you being here again. Thanks a lot. Everyone else that has come after the podcast has finished, get here on time next time, 7:00 p.m. every Tuesday. We host the #1 up and coming Valorant podcast on the internet, so you keep missing it. Whoever you are.
Yeah.
On that note, boys, I'm gonna head out of here. Something is indeed happening with the year-old creamer that I think I need to take care of. So I feel like I'm gonna go let this one loose.
Are you gonna throw away that creamer, Coulter? What's going on with that?
Dude,
Are you just gonna let it run for another year?
I just do what I can, dude. I just do everything I can to
You're the bottom, brother.
yeah, guys, I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm gonna go ahead and end it here. I appreciate you guys, and I will see you next week.
Good night, brothers.
Bye.